Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NECC Week 7 Rocket League. My name is Foof. To the left of me, to the right on your screen, is Chef Billy. And Chef, we have a very fun little run-up ahead of us, man. It's been in the works, and we got it rolling. I'm thrilled. I literally am at the edge of my seat. If I fall, please laugh.
I will. I mean, if you fall, I'll be there to pick you up. At least in spirit. Because we are remote. But you know what? This is going to be fun for us. This is kind of in the vein of NFL Red Zone. We're going to be looking in on different matches tonight.
All zones
as they go through. And you know what? We're going to have fun with this. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth between matches. We'll be letting you know the information as we go along. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be fun. It's going to be high pace, high energy. And Foof and I are probably going to pass out after a couple hours.
Well, you know, it's high pace, high energy. It's nothing we're not used to, so it's the usual day for us. Just going to be a little bit more discombobulated for others. But the two matches we're going to be bouncing between is Thomas Esports Red going up against WPI White. This is a Navigators Northeast bout where the team is sitting second in the standing going up against a team in 8th. So this is actually really scary for WPI White as they are trying to stay above that cutoff line and stay on top of Tashawk College. Then on the flip side of the coin, Chef, going all the way up to the emergent Central Atlantic Division. I think you got some information on those teams.
Yep. I mean, we're looking at MCCC Mustangs Rocket League coming in at 4-0 here on the season. Marywood 5-1. So, I mean, looking at map differentials, it's a plus 13, but they do have that one loss in the column. So either they've had a bye week, MCCC have had a bye week, or they've had a score that's not being reported. But I mean, as it looks on paper, it's a one loss between the two teams. So I think this is going to be the game here for our first portion of the night. That's going to have the most excitement in it. But we're going to be bouncing between both of these, like we said. Try to give a little bit different of an experience, give a little bit more exposure, give more teams and more colleges and universities a chance to shine on the stage. And it's Friday night Rocket League, baby. This is what we're here for. This is what I bring out, and this is what we've been, kind of building up towards, and we're going to have so much fun with this.
So it's not exactly Friday Night Lights for sure. Some of the stages they're going to go to have a bright sun on them, but the stars are going to be out. The games are going to be good. I am excited to see, obviously, we talked about this Emergent Central Division being hotly contested with Hood College 4-0, MCC being 4-0, and then Marywood, the opposite people looking in outside of not having either games not be reported or coming off the bye week. Technically, because of the two undefeated teams, Marywood, even though they're 5-1, are sitting in the 3rd seed.
Yep.
And so this could be an opportunity for MCCC to catapult themselves firmly up to 1 and stay 5-0, or they'll fall all the way down, possibly, and stick into 3 if they stay under Hood College as well. And so that has a lot of seeding implications to it, not only of just two good teams. My Discord died. I'm so sorry.
Mine did too. Okay. It wasn't just me. Discord just kicked the bucket there for a second. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. We're going to be fine here. We're going to get through this.
Production's being held up by some very sturdy nails and some duct tape right now, apparently on Discord's end.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and kick them off here as we head into our first game here. I do believe it's going to be the MCC versus...
Very
good. Versus, so we'll see here. Early, they're coming out of a mean team.
Hello? MC3 already making their presence. Team had waited until soft leg. Top defense leading 1-0, 15 in, my God.
With that one loss. Going down and opening doors like this. It's not prime real estate for them. They need to get back to their fun range area. And you. What a little redirect there from Kobosi and John. That's the set there, but outside. No follow there. But there, that's a massive whip.
Kind of feeling out the process against the two teams that very confident. Already a 1-0 CCC. They are in the country right now. I've had that we know of, but that asterisk beside it, this information comes up later. as their offense a little bit lackluster, shooting only where the opportunities kind of present themselves instead of making their own opportunities.
Well, I mean, it was getting a little physical. We're seeing some nice passing plays. We're seeing some nice redirects here. I mean, this is going to be a very technical game, I believe. And the waterfall was actually quite dangerous, and Bosi had to get a save there. And Amin Keaton coming up with the save, so now the offensive pressure is starting to really come through here for Marywood.
Rocking and rolling right now. Bosi shot attempt across the field, couldn't get the ball. I've returned, Chef. My exodus from the annals of Discord hell, but VC and company are trying to make another way work. Is 1-0 still the score on the board right now, and the only score in this entire game.
Yeah, and I mean, we're looking to see them get some kind of an answer here as we approach the halftime mark here. 2:45 left on the clock. They've really had some good possession. Just haven't found that finishing touch, and I think, getting a little bit more physical, getting some traffic in front of the net may help them break the scoring barrier here. 2:31 left on the clock. They've got possession. They're going to look to move slowly out of their defensive third and take it high. Nice 50 there coming through. Is the follow there? Yes, it is. The touch coming through. The goal!
Ooh, J Marge having an answer. Notching it up one apiece, and so that is how they respond. It took a bit of time, 2 minutes and about 22 seconds. But wait, I mean 2 minutes 22 still on the clock. Just about under that. It was 2:45, I think, when they laid that first goal.
Yep, 4:45 on the clock when the first goal went in. So I mean, they took their time. Now they're all nice and warmed up. The thumbs are working, and we're gonna go ahead and swap over now. Here's our W. Yes, WPI Goats and Thomas Esports just kicking off here. Well, I say that. And Thomas Esports already on the net.
Talk about just kicking off. We have 2 goals, one on either side. Wimpy BT finding the lead back here for MC3, and we have the lead going up for Thomas Esports on the left as well.
I mean, that's a great touch there from Wimpy there to get themselves the go-ahead goal just 20 seconds after Marywood gets the equalizer. So, I mean, back and forth action here now. The field is starting to open up a little bit. Play is starting to be a little bit more free between the two teams. And, I mean, that's a whiff in the corner. That's an important touch coming out from Marywood there. That was going to be a shooting opportunity. And now they've got a little waterfall opportunity over there. Nice touch in the back there from Kabosi. Man, this is starting to turn some ping pong here from the Marywood MCC match. Looking over on our left side, Thomas Esports and WPI Goats, they're looking to get themselves back in the action. And Eon for WPI comes through in the clutch. That's a little bit of a miff touch there. And you know what? They come through in bright, shining colors. Shine bright like a dime. There's the equalizer.
Eon and company take full advantage of a little bit of overstepping. So it's that kind of awkward transition for both teams having to find their ways back and forth. And so it's just this point in time of a mixing pot with both of these games trading positions. Right now you have MC3 up by 1 defending that lead, trying to stay on top of, whereas Thomas Esports, they were the favorite. They were supposed to be on top of the series. They scored early, but have found a way to find themselves in a 1-1 against WPI. And so a little bit of a David and Goliath situation right now, is that's going to be the tying goal going in, putting it to 2-2 on the right-hand side.
Frosty from Alistead there, and I mean, just getting in there on top and taking advantage of the little wonky touch there to the left-hand side over by the Mega. And just buries it home right in front. So 48 seconds left to go in our second game on our right side. All knotted up at 2. I think next goal is probably going to be the go-ahead goal. It's going to be the winner there. There's the shot. There's a goal. What a touch coming in the corner there. And the underdogs, Marywood, coming in clutch there. Look at this touch. And then the cut like a knife.
I don't know if I can call a 5-1 team an underdog for sure. That's,
on paper, technically they
are. Are they?
Technically.
I think it's just dog. I just think it's a dog.
Building drama
here. Over.
I'm building drama.
Trying to build drama is the defense, as they almost found one still on the right-hand side. 33 seconds left here in this Marywood MC3 game. It's now or never here for MC3. They scored first. They were able to get a lead twice, trying to find an equalizer, though, as perhaps the only time they give up a lead could be the most important time of the match.
I'm looking over on the Thomas Eastwood side, so they're approaching halftime. The touches coming out from WPI Goats have actually been nuts. They are cutting out opportunities left and right. Now we're in the final 5 seconds here on the right-hand side between WC3 and Marywood. And I tell you what, this is probably going to go there. And the last lead change is the one that takes them forward. They got scored on 15 seconds in. It took 2 minutes and 20 seconds for them to equalize, and they pull ahead with 48 seconds left, and they ride the win out there as we head back in here. Now looking at Thomas Esports and WPI Goats, we're going to have our focus on them for the next 220 while we wait for the other game to load in and get themselves going for game number 2. But here, we're looking at Thomas Esports. They're up by a goal here, looking threatening just over halftime.
Well, I'm still kind of aghast here from Marywood finding an answer and having every counterpunch ready. 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and then saving it to get the lead with 30 seconds left and kind of choke game 1 out to give themselves a 1-0 advantage. As WPI Goats and company, they're knocking on the door, but I don't think they're at the right doors. They're unable to push it through the net.
I mean, that's from me watching a lot of K-drama, the screen there. That's Hay. What a save! That's a great cutback. That's going to be a goal. That's a great touch there from Strudel. I mean, the initial save was just chef's kiss coming from them. I mean, Tabata, beautiful. I mean, Strudel following the play. My coach always said, follow the shot in. You never know what's going to happen, and that's the perfect example of that 135 2-goal lead here for Thomas Esports.
Well, Tabata setting it all up just for the wrong team. It was a perfect pass, but to the wrong colored card to their own net. And so heroics, not enough there. And Gentix thought he had the angle, but instead having a protractor out. That was a bit 2 of 2, so it went off of the side post. And already goal number 1 being scored on the right-hand side. We can't even get it on the screen.
I mean, that is 10 seconds in, and I mean, Marywood definitely are feeling their oats right now. They had their Wheaties this morning, and the Red Bull has finally kicked in for all of them. Now, looking at WPI Goats, they're trying to get themselves back to trying to get a consolation goal at least. There's still plenty of time for them to score 2, and that's a nice waterfall back there. Looking forward to the back.
J-Marsh!
The shot! Oh my God, actually going on both sides. There's the goal from the champ, FYI, there for WPI Goats. I mean, we've got action going on both screens. Beautiful goal there in front to go by 2 now on the right-hand side and on the other side. We are 1 off equalization here. 48 seconds left. WPI Goats gets the goal and really gets their mojo going once again.
Right now, WPI knocking on the door with just under a quarter of a minute left as they're going to find a way to equalize. Javato was the mistake person on that first own goal attempt, but now having the equalizer coming off that Finnick, knocking on the door of an upset in game number 1 of this best of 5.
I mean, we are all knotted up, and I mean, this is a deja vu from game number 1. They're feeling the underdog story right now. I was trying to build drama. Well, the drama is coming through now on the main stream here, on the main screen on the left side. 30 seconds left. Important. Oh my God, Ashen from long range there. The touch comes through, and then just the little fake goes low, and the worm burner gets them the hat trick lead.
A 3-0 run right now. So 3 across the scorecard right now, but WPI and Thomas battling it out for position, for possession, perhaps before a game 1 victory as the clock continues to melt down. That's going to be an opportunity. That could be a shot going in. This is a near post play, but he puts it down. Kicking themselves must be Thomas Esports, as that was the golden opportunity for game 1. Instead, we go to OT where the clock ticks up. Gentix wanting a double tap, finds the angle, finds the goal, and takes the win.
That is a fantastic overtime goal there. I thought the initial shot was going to go in, but now we get the double tap there, and the commit coming in from the third man there, and then just the beautiful double tap to go home. They take it 4-3. But Thomas Esports, we're pushed to the brink there in game number 1. It's a 4-0 lead now over here on our second game between Marywood and MC3. They're looking for number 5 here.
They had an opportunity, Alex, to hide that angle. Ashen finding another. This has just become Ash's playground, and we are just whims to their mercy.
I mean, the unlucky touch there under the crossbar.
I like the profile thing.
Yeah.
I respect the blue lock plays, has the striker mentality, is rolling, has the team up by 5. I don't know if you can live more up to the profile pick in this game, too. That's going to be J Marsh just seeing the moment. There is still 199 seconds left in this game. What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, they definitely powered up between games 1 and 2. I mean, once they got that equalizer goal, they must have really lost their heads and gotten themselves onto it. Now, on the left-hand side of your screen, Thomas Esports and WPI Goats, after an overtime win for Thomas Esports, they're up 1-0 in their series. A reminder that we are at 1-0 on the other side between
both sides.
Marywood. Yeah, both sides 1-0. And, I mean, it's looking to be 2-0 here very quickly. There's an answering goal, but a save coming through from Alistead, the frosty main there. And cool as a cucumber on the goal line.
Still so much time on this right-hand game for Mustangs and Marywood, but this mountain looking more and more like Everest as we get to the midway point, taking our attention over to the left-hand side. Thomas Esports and the WPI Goats. Demo is starting to be traded. More possession and more pressure coming out from this team in orange. They're making plays happen. They're making cars disappear, but no boost in the tank speed. It could be a turnaround, an aggressive push allowing this pressure to stay built. Still a 6-0 lead on the right-hand side, just past the midway point.
I mean, Javada right now is looking for any kind of a touch, any kind of interference there. And, oh no! They almost drove it into their own net, but they end up getting the save there in the end. Still a dangerous ball in front. They get the push out, but they don't clear their defensive zone. You know what? There's a little bit of lack of intent right now between the touches. Well, that was almost a set for a double tap on front. The woodwork saves the goal there. WPI are counting their blessings right now that they're not down 1.
Trying to find something right now for both of these squads. It was almost a pendulum swinging back and forth, and it just timed perfectly for Thomas Esports. They almost scored right at the end of regulation, still had the momentum after that. That's a beautiful infield pass, just a bit too far. As Strudel was trying to see the way, and that was a bump into a clear. You know what? If it's crazy and it works, it's not crazy at all. It was calculated, and we stay tied 0-0.
WPI has really upped their offensive pressure. They have to force a save off the line going near post. WPI have started connecting a lot of passes. They started guarding a lot of this midfield possession. The counterattack is on. That's a great save coming out. Strudel thought they had it on the bag.
Strudel thought he had the bag. I was wondering if Wimpy perhaps could break this drought that is just built for NC3, as their offense has been all but not. Big 50s at midfield, just over the midway point in this scoreless affair to our left-hand side. It really has become almost a defensive trench warfare, and Avy just sees the net, takes the old 9-iron out, chips it up and over the defense.
What a beautiful touch there. They went for finesse rather than the power, and it was just into the back of the net. And I gotta say, turning what they could have been a goal-scoring opportunity. That whole sequence of events started from a demo on the line by WPI, the dying save there across the mouth of goal, and then they turned it into a goal on the other side. Beautiful turn of events there for Thomas Esports. Over halftime here.
AV had a lead blocker, but they couldn't take advantage of it. That was a 2v2. I thought for sure it could be a goal for Thomas Esports. A far post angle. Nothing to be found. Ashen putting it in to make it 7. J Marshall, putting it in to get their hat trick in this game. And Thomas Esports expanding their lead off the back of AV again.
Yep, Ashen tried to steal it and then not deny their teammate the hat trick. So, I mean, 2 hat tricks there for Marywood. And I tell you what, it was gross. It was gross, and maybe here on Thomas Esports, they just absolutely posterize there on that goal. We're going to go ahead and zoom in here while we're waiting for game number 3 to load up on our other stream. But Thomas Esports putting a little bit more distance between them and WPI Goats here, looking for some kind of touch there from WPI. That's a nice soft touch in the corner. It's going to pull some resources out, and there's a shot.
Well, both teams that were coming into this game as favorites, I will say that I still would have had a 5-1 team over a 4-0 team, are rolling. Thomas Esports up 2-0 in this game, trying to go up 2 in the series, whereas Marywood up 2-0 and in dominant fashion over MC3 as the MCCC Mustangs trying to find an answer right now, and 7-0 is not it. As the Goats, they had the offense to stay within reach last time, but couldn't make it happen in OT. Now they have been put down. Maybe they are going down for a third goal as Gentex has the angle, has the shot, has the goal to make it 3-0.
And started that off with a beautiful demo coming back defensively. It just opens the lane there for Gentex, and Gentex gets the full joy on the end of that. So there's your hat trick lead with 62 seconds left here to go in game number 2. Thomas Esports definitely in control of this one. WPI have been putting up a pretty good performance. They just haven't had the finishing touch. I think that's the only thing that they really need to clean up now, because they have made a game of this series.
Well, once again, we can't find a game kickoff to go like almost perfectly and then have a goal happen as we're still getting into it. But this time, if you are an MC3 fan, it's exactly what you needed to see. They have life. They are able to find an answer, not letting a 7-0 game kind of rest their series on it. Is 7 seconds in, have a 1-0 lead, whereas Thomas Esports now commanding right now at 4-0.
I mean, we need to have some kind of consolation goal here for WPI if we didn't have any chance of a...
We have a ticker now. Look at that!
I see this. I see this. Look at that.
You're magical, Jeff. You're magic.
You're magical. Okay. So, looking at the two, I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, looking at, Marywood right now, they're on the back foot for the first time in just a little while.
Oh my goodness, Jay Marsh!
The waterfall from almost half field and just gets underneath. That's a whiff in the air, but still, the wherewithal to keep following the play right there, that's what you teach. Football, soccer, however you want to call it. That's 101 right there, Rocket League 101, and we'll take that all day long, twice on Friday. And we're getting
it is Friday. And we get 2 games, so it's
we get 2 games.
It worked!
Yes, it works! I know what I was doing there!
Well, knowing what they're doing is Thomas Esports cruising to a 5. All right, so game 1 in both series was really close. Game 2s were blowouts and shutouts. Game 3, we need to pay attention to this one on the right-hand side to see what the Mustangs and Marywood will throw to us and let us know. Perhaps they can also kind of peek forward to what the Chapter 3 is going to look like for the other series as well. But 1-1 right now is the first minute and a half almost gone off, as this is another shot, but another save from Alston. And that is a Savior medal. Resting on the car, that's not a clear, that's a goal from Excovisi, able to find that one.
I mean, both right there just absolutely owning it. I mean, just the whip there, and Ashen wasn't able to get the jump after the little touch off the woodwork there, and they bury it home. 3:37 on the clock here in our second game of our header right now. And I mean, the head-to-head right now, I mean, 7-0 losing in the previous game. That's a shot in, just gets denied by the crossbar. We're going to see Marywood. What kind of an answer do you have now? Well, you don't have anything in the cross. The fourth man once again, saving Marywood's bacon. And they're going to break out from this touch.
Backward pass looking for Jay Marsh, who sees the angle and is going to score off of the pull shot. Jay Marsh, you have the big screen. You have the big dreams. Now it's 2-2.
I knew the contact was coming and just...
But it wasn't in unless he hit him into it.
It was frozen. I mean, he just froze his frame and just got the perfect kiss. Like a 9-ball going into the corner pocket. That was beautiful from them. And now they're going to push forward. We've got a kickoff on the other side. Thomas Esports and WPI Goats. Game number 3. We're knotted in our second game. We've got almost an early goal here, but they don't get it on the end. WPI standing tall on their goal line.
So, it is an awkward spot to be in when you're at a game that's 2-2 and it's not even halfway, Chef. Because both teams have shown the offensive prowess is Strudel trying to demonstrate on the left-hand side as well that they have. And so it's all about making the defense pay, and Ashen doing just that, coming back from the big game in Game 2 to get their first goal in Game number 1. But Jabata on the left-hand side scoring goal number 1.
Oy, oy, oy. That's dirty from Ashen, and Jabata on the other side gets the joy for them. And I mean, that's the guy going up 1-0, game number 3. Kind of reminiscent of how our series is going right now. Except the one trailing 0-2 is going up here. well, I guess that happened on the other side as well. So both teams are following their scripts exactly. Both teams are going exactly against what we've seen so far. And WPI, I want to see if they're going to be able to close their game out. 50 seconds in, having that 1 goal lead obviously is going to be a boon for them as they got shut out. Oh, Lord. Well, I say maybe gets themselves in. We got a tie ball game.
This could fall into his action! Watches it the whole way! Allison, this is the 3rd assist. He pinches it off the wall and says, just wait, I've got a teammate on the way. Top corner and in. It doesn't matter what you do, XKBC. It is still another goal for Marywood, and the Giant has been awoken. 4-2 on the right-hand side, but a tie, like you talked about, coming out from WPI. They are the underdogs. They are down 2-0, but they have knotted it up and are trying to fight back into this series.
Oh, man, that was almost goal number 5 there. Alistair just has beautiful mechanical control of their finish there. And I mean, they're looking for number 5. They're looking for that hat-trick lead. 147 left to go here. Game number 3. They're up 2-0. The 5-1 team taking the 4-0 team to task here. On our right-hand side. Looking at the other side, 3:25 off the clock.
Oh, what a dime!
Brittany, 3, Jabata with a 2nd goal.
Well, Jabata collects on this, but it is all Eon. Again, a perfect setup and just the soft touch of a finish. Yes, he had to beat the defender, but that pass making it just too easy. And WPI have the lead once again in this series.
They are not giving up here, and you'd love to see the heart coming through from these gamers. Talking about heart, I mean, the saves are starting to stop my heart on the right-hand side. That was a drilled shot going low, and they were able to get the chassis down onto the pitch. 1 minute left here between Marywood and MC3. Saves coming through. The bounce pass is denied off the backboard there, and a shot going in. It's going to force resources out of MC3. They need to score 2. About 2 goals for, 22 seconds here. That's a good look, but they get the deny.
Well, it's not about just denying any pressure. If they deny this is Marywood's 3-0. It's a clean sweep, so it is really now or never, do or die for MC3. 30 seconds left, perhaps, in the series. Thomas Esports down again for the first time in this series, having to battle their way back. XWC not able to find the backboard play. That's a double pin on the offensive end, so it is nearly really cutting hairs. Another big 50 keeps it away, but Strudel notching it up. 12 ticks left, perhaps, in this best of 5 on the right-hand side. Marywood trying to make a lap of justice, perhaps a final lap on top of the MCCC's undefeated season. The ball falls down. Marywood 6-1. Mustangs 4-1.
Wow, I mean, that is impressive coming out from Marywood. This is exactly what they wanted coming out here. They have stamped their authority here in this emergent Central Atlantic region. And I mean, they also put their map differential up to 16. So, I mean, regardless of what MCC was going to do there, even if they are now 5-1, they're going to be ahead by, let's see, it'll be 12 maps. Or 12 games between the two. So, I mean, they go to 20-4 on the season. They have only lost 4 games across the 6 series they have been in today. Well, I'm sorry, it's actually updated in real time. So, wow, I like that a
fancy,
lot.
right?
I like it.
Well, you know what? Thomas Esports is liking the lead that they have found, but they are having to stay back. WPI has made their moments count, but it is all about making more, as they are still down 2 in the game. Oh my goodness, Gentix, are you kidding me? Navy with the redirect sets it all up. This is all 3 players involved. The 1-2-1 is just too much.
I mean, that is as pretty as it gets. Somebody bloody clip that.
Clip it.
Because that is a goal for the season right now. That's got to make our highlight package for the next week.
Strudel and company have to feel good, whereas Jabata, he's been one of the front runners here for WI, and we need more out of this pink Finnick. Can they find the angle, Eon? No, a bit too shallow, and so Jabata off the ceiling looking for a teammate, flying up in the air, but he can't get the touch. Eon, shot towards the net. Save there from Maybe. He's on the offense, he's on defense. That's a bump out, but the third backs off from WPI. My hands are on my head as it all fell into place, but they don't trust, and so still down 2 goals with just over a minute left.
Mavie is absolutely insane. I want to make this known right now. I mean, they made both of those saves and was also able to push the ball out into an offensive push for their Thomas Esports side. So, I mean, looking at them right now, Thomas Esports definitely feeling on a high right now. 45 seconds left. 2-goal deficit for your WPI Goats. And, I mean, that should be at least a momentary reprieve. See if the champ can do anything about this Chicada. It's going to look goalward. They're going to get skyward, but it's going to be cut out. 30 seconds left.
Well, 30 perhaps on the series. A little bit of a harkening back once again to the series beforehand. That close, that's a soft touch. Mavie can't get there, making all the saves in the world, but that one just a bit too far away. Jabata breathing life back into WPI as they will not go bump into this night.
Oh, man. And I mean, the bump that stops Strudel from getting a touch on the ball, that was beautiful from them. So, I mean, 20 seconds basically here to get the equalizer. The kickoff does not go in their favor. They're going to have to turn this, turn and burn, and get themselves a quality chance.
2v1. This can find the pass. It's off the backboard. He can't get the double tap, though. A beautiful save on the diving defender, Eon. Now looking for something. He's now all up to their teammate in third. Backboard play pushed down by Strudel. He caught him stepping up and knocks it down. Thomas Esports winning 3-0, 2 3-0s, but both of these teams having to sweat it out. Eon, that was 7 shots. WPI. That is the best looking 2-5 team I've ever seen. I mean, they came out with a vengeance. They took it to Thomas Esports. They did not let this team that is known for just walking over players happen. And so it is a 3-0. Yes, it is going to be a sweep against them. And it's the old cliche. It's not exactly what the series looks like on the stats, but yes, it is in some ways. It is a 3-0. It is 2 teams taking the sweeps and making their presence felt in the NECC. In Week 7, mind you, Chef Billy.
Week 7. I mean, this is the caliber of play that has really developed up here. And I want to see, I want to put out for WPI. You go back and you look at this VOD, and you give yourself a massive pat on the back, because that is just fantastic play out of a team that, on paper shouldn't have given Thomas Esports this amount of trouble. Let's talk about the other series, though. Marywood come in here and stamp their authority here in the Central Atlantic Division and just give everything that they wanted and put their name at the top of this list. I've got a gold star next to their name right now. Going to be looking forward to them in playoff time.
Well, can we just talk? I want to, before I dig too much deeper in the game. Hood College has a horse mascot. MCCC has a horse mascot. Marywood has a horse mascot. The top 3 teams in the Emergent Central are horse mascots, okay? And then there's still one sitting at 6 that I can see as well. I guess horses are just OP in Emergence, but going off of this, it felt like a heavyweight bout for the first game, right?
Yeah.
But it was one of the fights where both of the guys come out there in great shape. They're looking good. They trade blows in round 1, and then you talk about it. The great equalizer of the right hand of Marywood, where they score the one to win in game 1 right at the end, and so it hits the glass jaw of this 6'8" behemoth, and he can't feel it anymore. He gets up for the second round, can't defend himself, 7-0 in game 2, and then they finish it out with a 3-0 sweep. It was a prize fight, but man, oh man, both teams came to play. Marywood came to win.
Yeah, Marywood with quite a few haymakers there. And I mean, I think the knockout punch happened in game number 2. But you know what? That's not it for us tonight. We're going to go to a short little break. We're going to get our next set of games up. And I hope that you all enjoyed this as much as Foof and I did. This is a wonderful little experiment for us here. And I'm having a blast right now, Foof.
Well, it's got to be fun, got to be great. And it's got to be a break, because we'll be back with more NECC action.
Hello and welcome back. Yes, RuleZero continues now, folks. In case you're just joining us, what we're looking at is kind of a NFL Red Zone type style of cast, right? We're going to have multiple Rocket League games up here for us to go forth and observe at the same time. So all of the goals, all of the action, all at the same time. I'm FBI Tugboat. I'm here with my man, Chef Billy. Billy, how we feeling?
I mean, the first set of games was thrilling. It was nice to jump back and forth and having something going on at all times. ADHD was loving this right now, I can tell you that. A couple of sweeps, but they were closer than what the score lines depicted. So, you know, when we come up with our next set of matches here, we're gonna have Michigan Esports Maze coming in on 3-2, sitting number 5 in the Champions East Division, going up against TMU Blue, coming in 1-3, sitting in number 8. And then our second game that we're going to see on the other side is going to be Mount Union Purple in the Challengers Mid-East Division. That game has changed. So we'll give you the details on the second game here in just a few moments. But the first game, I mean, you know, you've got a team that's sitting just above 500 to get right in.
Yeah, so this is going to be Destiny and the rest of the, excuse me, and the rest of the Michigan Maze squad. No, excuse me, for the TMU Blue squad, Destiny and TMU Orange right now. On the defense a little bit right here. Core now kicking this one out, met there easily. As of right now, though, a little bit of danger, not that big a deal.
No, and I mean, we're looking right now for University of Michigan to establish themselves here in the midfield. But I tell you what, we're going to be looking now for TMU Blue to push themselves forward and get themselves into a scoring position and really take it to the number 5 seed.
Yes, a lot on the lines right here, especially as we are approaching the postseason, Billy. All of these teams are going to have that on their minds. Michigan Esports, TMU Blue, taking on the other side. That is Waynesburg. And I am not 100% certain that other logo is, unfortunately.
All right.
University of Mary Washington, folks.
Very good. Well, we'll see. Take a look and see where these two teams are representing out of. As I let you go ahead and take control of the cast for just a second as I get our stacks up here.
Absolutely. Destiny. Oh, these. These names are going to be flipped, by the way. Destiny is on TAMU Blue, and the rest of that game going on the right side. That is going to be Juventix. And the rest of, I believe, the Waynesburg squad on the left side. Now, Ventix up, a little bit of back and forth. That's a lot of pressure here from the blue squad. Krusty now kicking this one out. That's going to be a goal finally here for Destiny in the University of Michigan and TAMU Blue game on the right side.
Well, I mean, early goals coming out here. This is the way we started between our first set of games this evening. And this is going to be fun for both of us. I think that we're going to have a wonderful time with these two matches here. I'm still trying to find where they are at. There we go. Challengers Atlantic here for the Waynesburg series versus UMW. It's our A squad. UMW coming in on 3-0. They've got a 6-map differential, sitting second. Waynesburg coming in 3-2, sitting number 4. Sitting number 4 in the Challengers Central Atlantic Division. They got a 1 game differential to the positive for their side. So a couple of scores here missing. We're in week number 7 here in the NECC. And, well, we'll see how these two teams are going to be able to make their week 7 stand.
Yeah, so no scores in the Waynesburg University of Mary Washington game. As I say that, TAMU Blue, I believe that is the Texas Agricultural and Manufacturing University?
I think you're right.
Yes,
I believe you are right there, and we'll see.
It's one of those things you say with enough confidence, people are going to believe you, right?
Yes. Yes. It is a defensive battle there between the Maze and the Blue, going on the left-hand side of your screen. Krusty looking for the work going forward, and you know it's a 2-goal lead over on the other side. 2:15 left in that game. They've got a 2-goal lead. Waynesburg really taking it out here against UMW, and we'll see. We'll see how they go forward. And I mean, there is the first goal coming through for Flamadiddy, Michigan.
Yes, I believe that is the University of Mary Washington. Yes, again, names are flipped, folks. So the Waynesburg and University of Mary Washington game is on the left side. TAMU Blue and Michigan Maize on the right side. We'll get that fixed for you guys just as quickly as we can. Krusty and the rest of what I believe is the Waynesburg squad now facing an unfortunate second goal for the side of University of Mary at Washington.
Oh boy, we'll see
Yes.
how this goes forward. I mean, I'm looking at UMW and VAS. They're on the other side, so we'll figure out what the teams are exactly here. But we know that we've got 2-0 score lines going on both sides of the pitch here. A minute 12 or 20 left between Waynesburg and UMW on the left side.
Okay. Never mind. I am in the wrong. Excuse me, guys. Waynesburg and University of Mary Washington are correct. I thought we started with Michigan and Destiny and stuff like that, and I was just following the player name.
Nope, it's all good. It's all good. We are here. We're going to get this all straightened out here. 50 seconds left to go in the Waynesburg v. UMW match, and Waynesburg up by 2. Looking at some duress of the goal. There's a score. UMW have cut the lead in half. 46 seconds to get an equalizer.
Wow, yeah, so Irk right there. Not Eric, but Irk going to be getting this. And we have 2-1 games in both of them. A lot to be said for consistency. I love it.
I mean, the scripts have been written, and they're just following the way it's supposed to go right now. Nice little carry through there from Krusty going forward. It's going to first the save out there, and the shot on goal. It's saved off the goal line. The demolition comes through. Shot going back in.
Wow.
Upper 90 Fortnite. Folly gets the equalizer at 46 seconds.
Nicely done right here. 66 kilometers per hour, and that is so close to the last couple of seconds. A similar situation, a needed tie here for the University of Mary Washington. Down 1 goal in the series. King Julian Irk being so close right now, right corner. It's a solid little... Might be enough. No, just a little bit too high. Another one. That one's hit way too hard. 3 seconds. The game keeps the upsies here in just a little bit.
I mean, they do get the ball up, and there's going to be the ground down there. So Waynesburg does come through in the 2-1 fashion. It was a little bit nail-biting there at the end. Now we're going to go ahead and throw our attention over to the Michigan versus TMU Blue matchups. 15 seconds left to go here. All knotted up at 2. And you're looking for the push forward. TMU Blue looking to get themselves the come-from-behind win here in game number 1.
Yeah, so tied up right now. We are staring down the barrel of an overtime type situation. And early, no, not unless Juventix has something to say. Another hit on over. Nicely done getting that one out of the source of danger. We're going to overtime in Michigan and TMU.
I mean, this is what this is all about, Ed. I mean, we're getting action from both scenes right now. And early look at goal. Oh my God, almost buried top corner. And the shot coming back in. That's it from Juventix, the 10-second golden goal. Game number 1 goes to you, Michigan Maize, in a very convincing fashion. 103.82 kilometers per hour. That is about 79 miles an hour. And that's just a screamer going into the top. So, man, fantastic work coming out there from them. Now we're going to swap back to the UMW and the Waynesburg matchup. We'll see how they're going to go through. Destiny getting an early shot on goal, forcing the save out from King Julian, but pressure not being let up yet.
It was not. Destiny tries something down bottom, and it was dangerous looks, but no payload hit right there. Now a hit down bottom. King Julian trying to get this one on Overton center, but Irk now coming from it. Double commit right here. That's going to be enough and hit far enough to the left side to have the defensive team given a little bit of time to rotate.
Yep, a nice little touch there coming in from Marywood, Mary Washington, and well, triple commit on the backboard, but they actually get the ball out. They're going to be pushing forward. Nice little midfield challenge there, the 50. Getting the ball high, and they're looking for a trailing figure. What a touch from Invochi right there. That was an important touch to save a goal.
King Julian, the rest of Mary Washington, this UMW squad still looking for the first. I'm unsurprised that this is scoreless so far, though. Billy, this was a really, really close game. You just came off of the first game right there. I'm surprised the second way is going the same way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's going to really come down to some kind of magic from the end. The double tap! The duck core! With with the beautiful goal. That is a fantastic touch. Just look at this. One touch.
Wow.
And then the double tap right here. Boom. Down, in, no chance to save it. That is the extremest of angles. It's an acute angle to kind of feed off of Foof from our first series. Here we go. Taking a look at our side-by-side action again. Minute and a half on the clock. Waynesburg ahead in their series 1-0 off that beautiful goal from Core. Just out of the starting gate here for Michigan Esports Maze versus TMU Blue. No score yet. Looking for TMU to maybe take an early goal here.
And Bochi over on the right side takes a second and puts up the insurance goal now. Someone needs to call Progressive. Get a quote. Policy's been written already, Billy.
Love it. I love it. I mean, just the finesse there. And I mean, it was the double touch going into that 50. And Waynesburg taking a 2-goal lead here. Just a minute 45 off the clock here in game number 2 for them, and Michigan Esports and TMU Blue on your left side. Turning into a bit of a midfield battle. They're going to be fighting over the Megas on both sides of the pitch, and that's a dangerous ball in front. Forces a touch there coming from TMU Blue. They're going to look to push forward off of that nice encounter. Well, I mean, the cycling almost looks like a hockey match right now between how they're going through. That's a wonderful shot there from Flamadiddle.
Flamadiddle. Gonna be definitely winning my vote for the funniest name on the I guess 12 players being shown across these two games right now. 6 on one side, 6 on the other. 1-0 lead here for Michigan Esports. They were just in a similar situation, but again, these are incredibly evenly matched up teams right now. As even Core is looking dangerous. That was looking for the third right there, saved by Mavutu for the side of University of Mary Washington.
Well, we're going to see down. Take my gaze over onto the other side. That's a bit of a waterfall shot from the pinch off the high wall. And you know what? They're just content right now to kind of play, keep away. Well, that's a shot. That's a goal by Krusty. There's the equalizer. 3:24 in.
Krusty, yeah, so fantastic job of this one. Bounce play, double tap, gets it right over the defender. Shout out to Willie Mandam on the assist. Now, 2 scores in our Michigan Esports and TMU game, 2 scores in the Waynesburg University of Mary game, but a little bit of a different story over on the right side. Erk finds a lot of pressure there early, tries to get this one out and does. Mavutu starting their own offensive stance.
Well, that's a waterfall shot, and Mavutu gets it in. What? Look at the touch. The touch just goes in,
That is so
hits
far.
the ceiling, and I mean, that's just the best of waterfall shots. I mean, the traffic in front prevents anybody from getting a clear touch on the ball, and that is the go-ahead goal there for Waynesburg. So, man, I mean, that one came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it really did. I'll tell you where it came from. It came from the left side, other side of the pitch, like all the way down there. Just like that, though, Fortnite Folly taking the lead here for TMU Blue. And this was not a far goal by any means. It was rather flashy, though. Fantastic stuff. The assist again coming in from Willie Mandam.
I mean, we are getting treated some spectacular Rocket League on both sides of kickoff demolition. And, well, that's going to be an early advantage here to TMU Blue. They are not taking this lying down. Reminder, they're coming in 1-3 here against a 3-2 team. If I make sure of my numbers here, because, well, every once in a while I get my numbers wrong. But, yeah, it's a 3-2 team coming in versus a TMU 1-3 team. That -4 goal differential is definitely going to be changed here after this match. These teams are playing up in their division, and I tell you what, they're getting full joy on the end of this. Still, we've seen Mary Washington get themselves a go-ahead or a comeback goal. 29 seconds left. They're down by 1. They've got control of the ball.
Speaking of Michigan being the same exact type situation, 2-2 right now. No dresses. Flamadiddle gets it passed from Timmy, and we got a full 2 minutes left in a 2-2 tie game. Taking a look over his last 7 seconds or so. Marriott Washington's got to score this one now. Last bounce probably coming in here, and this is the opposite direction that they want it to go in. Dead ball. Waynesburg wins this game number 2.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and throw our focus over here to the Michigan TMU match. 2-2, 1:45 left on the clock. This has been a knockdown, drag-out battle in the midfield, and then you're looking at the beautiful plays coming from behind. The flick almost goes in. The counterplay from behind is saved as well. Juventus trying to get the ball up and over. No joy. The third follow. saved. Beautiful rotations coming
Wow.
from TMU, and they're not out of danger yet. And Krusty finally getting the touch out to midfield and relieving the pressure. Finally.
That was a double commit, though, between this blue team, between the Timmy and teammates. Juventix floating this one up. Juventix, Timmy, and Flamadiddle all trying something, but give up possession right now, and TMU is looking fine in the offensive. Hit over to the right side. Flama sends this one back on over, and this is, yeah, this ball has just not spent any time in the mid-pitch, really.
No, I mean, we're looking at long clearances. We're looking at, some nice jukes coming through as well. That's a nice little musty over the top. Gets them into a scoring position, but a nice last-second touch there coming from the Maze of Michigan. They're looking now to pull themselves ahead. That's a great ball in, but there we go. Willie Mandam has been a great third man here for this TMU squad, and they get a nice touch there at the midfield.
They do. Tie game we have, again, as the first one was close, no reason to believe the second one isn't, as we see kickoff between University of Mary Washington and Waynesburg. 15 seconds, Juventix beaten feet to try to get to this one. It's going to be Timmy running, cornering, and doing this one attempted to the middle. Fortnite Folly going to come up and hit that shot so far, then get paid for that one with their lives. Flamadiddle with off the demo, getting aggressive. Timmy shot over, still keeping this one up. Now over a little bit more, but we got overtime here between Michigan and TMU.
I mean, early pressure coming in from Waynesburg on the other side. Looking at University Mary Washington, and I tell you what, they have had a couple of looks here in the first 40 seconds of that match in the early demo coming out. It's going to relieve some of that pressure, but they're still threatening on the offensive side. 15 seconds in on the other side. Michigan Maze versus TMU Blue. Demos coming out here, a little bit of a reset, and I tell you what, TMU Blue looking very strong here in the overtime. There's a shot. It misses by the crossbar. The fourth man saves it out and keeps Michigan in the second game.
Yes, they do. They've got rather close there in the last little bit, but no joy sparked. No goals quite so far. 40 seconds now. Fortnite Folly rounding up to this one for TMU Blue. Those Juventix trying to get this one out. No harm, no foul, at least not yet. Minute and a half in our Waynesburg Mary Washington game. No scores there either.
Well, I mean, it's going to take a little bit something special from our right-hand game here. University of Mary Washington and Waynesburg, they are pretty evenly matched here, I got to say. This is going to be competitive from both sides of the screens here. And we're about a minute 15 here into the overtime between Michigan and TMU Blue. No goals yet. That's a nice ball going forward. Oh, they were going for the give and go. They had the lead just a little bit in front, and that was an opportunity gone a bacon.
Core, Destiny, and Voci here for Waynesburg, still holding on 2 minutes into this one without scores inside. Destiny, nice hit over. Timmy watches this one shoot across the bow over here for Michigan TMU. There's a bouncing play, sets this one up for Juventix. A little bit of boost, but can't quite get there.
I want to say Timmy so bad right now because I love South Park. But Krusty, moving forward here, I mean, almost 2 minutes in, we almost have a whole half of an extra game here. And you know what? This next goal, if it goes TMU's way, I'm going to say that we're going 5 for this. And if it goes Michigan Esports, I think we end up in a sweep. But man, these two teams separated by 3 spots in their division, playing an absolute banger of a match. They are evenly matched. Don't let their records fool you, because they have come to game here. Friday Night Lights feeling here on NECC. And well, I mean, we've crossed over halftime on our other stream. University of Mary Washington and Waynesburg knotted up at 2 or zeros with 3 minutes in.
We got 2 minutes left, 0 scores on boards. This is a very similar, weird but similar situation between both of these. More than an extra half of a Rocket League game between Michigan Esports and TMU Blue as well. This is a 1-score game earlier, and it'll be that one again. 100 seconds left here.
Woo!
A little bit of danger,
More danger. The follow coming through, the shot. It's saved. There's a finish.
God.
Willie Mandam. Wow. That is filthy. I mean, the initial touch to get the shot, the pass in, and then there it goes. I mean, fourth man saves Michigan Maze for a second, but in the end, TMU Blue comes back, evens up our series here at 1 game apiece, We're going to go ahead and peek in here on the Waynesburg matchup between them and University of Mary Washington. And King Julian and company got a press going forward, looking to go back against it. There's the shot.
Wow.
There's the goal. Matutu getting the last touch there. King Julian, look at this carry through, just denies everybody. And what a nice little flick there.
Yeah, University of Mary Washington takes the lead a little bit late here. Waynesburg won the previous game at a 2-1 scoreline. Looking to get a little bit of a tying factor right here. Matutu sends this one over off a kickoff. This is going to be Waynesburg, TMU that is able to. Wait, I'm mixing it up. This is Waynesburg. I'm so sorry. This is Waynesburg.
Well, I mean, we'll take a look now. I mean, 40 seconds left here in regulation here between Waynesburg and University of Mary Washington. Now we've got the kickoff here on the other side between Michigan Blaze and TMU. And you know what? Early pressure coming out here. We're tied up 1-1 in this series. 30 seconds left here. University of Mary Washington looking to even their series here, looking for a second goal. Nice save, a savior one. In fact, with less than 20 seconds left on the clock, they need to push forward. They need to get an equalizer here in the next couple of seconds, or we're going to be knotted up all the way across the board, 1-1 between our two series. And we're going to go ahead and move forward here. 4 seconds left on the clock. Last second heroics here are going to be necessary for Waynesburg to get themselves back even. And, well, it's not going to happen. University of Mary Washington A squad is going to take this game. They're going to go to 1-1 in their series. We're going to go ahead and focus now on Michigan and the TMU Blue. Krusty looking for a goal there, finds the 50 in the sky, gets a nice little touch in the corner. Another 50 over the Mega and Juventix. Nice little carry out, nice push up to TMI, and they're push forward. Krusty looking for a friend on the backside and cannot get them. And now we're going to look for Win Willie once again. Timmy getting the nice save there. Nice little touch there in the background. Timmy looking for a friend in need. Isn't going to be able to find them there. And William Adam has been carrying the ball very nicely here this evening. Has set up quite a few of the goals and has scored a couple of their goals in their own rights. Nice little carry there for Fortnite Folly. Looking for the dunk. Finds a teammate on the back end. The rotation coming through. Nobody there. Looking for a misty flip. There we go. Timmy getting the ball up. Looking for a teammate. Looking for the trail. The save is there. Danger averted. Kickoff now happening over on Waynesburg versus University of Mary Washington. And they are all knotted up at 1 game apiece here in the series. Same thing with Michigan and TMU Blue. So we're going to go at least 4 games between these two series to decide a winner. And you know what? Early pressure coming in from University of Mary Washington. Demo there in front of the goal is going to give them a bit of an advantage, but that touch was a little strong. And they're going to have to reset here on the back of that. Just approaching halftime here on University of Michigan and TMU Blue. They're having their way with the possession right now. And Flamadiddle gets a shot, but what a save once again coming through from TMU Blue. They have really become stalwart on their goal line. And they're going to be looking to see, how do they come back here? How is Michigan going to break down this back line? Well, getting a ball out nice and deep could be a way to pull the defense apart. But William Adam has been the right man at the right place at the right time. There's going to be a shot, a goal, and a save coming through once again. All right, we're going to go ahead and go looking into this, and well, Michigan and TMU Blue gets the score there. Minute 50 left on the clock. Juventix on the back of a beautiful touch coming from Timmy. And you know what? The little bounce shot gets over the back of the defense, and that is the one that breaks the camel's back, breaking our stalemate of 2 minutes and 10 seconds here in this game. And now, Michigan Esports Maze, they're looking to hold this 1-0 lead, 1:45 left on the clock. Looking at the other side, we've got Invochi with Waynesburg trying to move themselves forward, playing it off the backboard. Once again, we've got a tie game going forward. Long distance shot, and it goes in off of the hapless defender there, an own goal. I mean, that had some venom on the back of it. Just a beautifully placed ball from the Tutu. And unfortunately, Invochi puts it in the back of their own net. So 1-0 here to University of Mary Washington. And on the other side, 1:18 left on the clock. Michigan Esports Maze still holding on to this 1-goal lead. There was a shot opportunity, but once again, TMU Blue able to push it aside. The touch comes through, the triple commit. Was almost punished there, but we saw Timmy at the last second get themselves back into defense now. A little bit of a waterfall. Looking for a carry off the back. Looking for a save. Looking for the goal. Krusty gets it. The equalizer with 58 seconds left to go here in game number 3. It is 1-1 in the series, and it is now 1-1 in our game. Taking a look back over at Waynesburg versus University of Mary Washington. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left almost on the clock. Looking for an answer back from Waynesburg. They won game number 1 by 1 goal. And now we're going to see if they're going to be able to bring this back into it. There it is. And Vochi does get the equalizer as FBI has rejoined us here on the desk. And I'm going to take a quick sip of water.
Yep, so going to be a tying factor over here between Waynesburg and the University of Mary Washington. You heard it, Chef. You heard it. It's getting to be lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. Dinner time. TMU Blue still fighting this one at a 1-1 scoreline. 20 seconds away before they hit on over to an OT situation. Barring a goal, pay attention to Waynesburg for a second. And why not, as Destiny proving why they should get the attention. Pass on in here from Invochi, as that's going to be a clean infield pass into points. Passes and passes into points. Speaking of, no points quite yet. Oh, if it's going to hit! No! TMU Blue does it at 000 to take the lead and force no overtime here, Chef Billy.
What? I mean, that's a beautiful touch from Krusty, and it just glides over the touch line there. I thought it was actually going to touch down. TMU Blue takes the 2-1 lead here in our series. And I mean, Michigan thought that they had it in the bag. They were leading up until the 58-second mark. They were up by 1-0 and 2 goals in 58 seconds to win out game number 3. And they take the 2-1 victory here. And now we're going to swap back over to Waynesburg. The shot on goal, the save from King Julian off the line. That keeps them here in this series. And I mean, Waynesburg really looking for the death bell here. TMU Blue and Michigan Esports now. TMU Blue, the underdogs here. 1-3 on the season, coming in and on match point against this Maze squad. Number 5 versus number 8. TMU Blue punching above their weight class right now.
Yeah, they really are. They really are. Again, this is going to be so important for their playoff implications. Michigan Esports knows that one as well, and they're going to rocket this one on in, pushing a little bit better and a lot of early pressure. King Julian on the other side, though, getting this one done. It was Destiny last time we checked in with this Waynesburg squad. Matutu on the assist, Billy.
I mean, this has been fantastic from both squads. I mean, 54 seconds left here in game number 3 on Waynesburg and UW Marywood. Mary Washington. I want to say Marywood because that was our previous game, so I'm still still got that on my brain. But you know, the scoreline here: 45 seconds left, 2 goals apiece. Somebody's going to go on a match point here, and it could be King Julian and this Mary Washington squad.
Yes, it's going to be Matutu on the assist. Yet again, Matutu has been playing that perfect kind of middle role. And by that, I do not mean what the kids say. I don't mean mid role. I mean like the middle role, like the assisting role, Chef Billy. The support there. Half of these goals aren't happening unless you get that assist. The unsung hero right now really being Matutu over here. 23 seconds left. A little demo action puts Destiny back to the respawn for just a couple of seconds. Matutu coming on the right side. 13 seconds left as Destiny's desperately trying to find something, a pass to the teammate, but they just get a third row seat to watching that one go. Nice redirect, open up to it. Blast, bounce, gotta get to it. Keeps this ball alive for just a couple of seconds. A shot up! Destiny has tied it!
All right, I mean, all right game here. If University of Mary Washington wins this one, we're in game number 4 here. This will be them tying the series up 2-2. I lost track of a game, apparently, between these two because we have had overtime on our left side. Now we're going to have overtime on the right-hand side. University of Mary Washington and Waynesburg going neck and neck. So we'll see. Either this is going to end the series here, or it's going to be going to game number 5 here between Waynesburg and University of Mary Washington. On the other side, goal goes in there, I mean, let's look off the back of this. The touch coming in from Timmy. Timmy just buries it center of the heart. And that is exactly what you want to see there. So, I mean, TMU right now, they are down by 2. They are up on match point. And, well, we'll see if they're able to push this through. And you know what? They're going to make it look almost impossible. I mean, we've got half the time left. We've got 2 goals to get scored in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, plenty of time over on that left side. We'll check in with right side. About a minute or so of OT. No, that's Fortnite Folly, actually. So TMU bringing this score difference back to 1. An OT game. Golden goal, the goal to go. As we're going to see here, a little bit of back and forth. Core now foisting this one back on over to the middle, and Voshi forced to pick this one up. Right side corner, out. Defense gets this one. King Julian starting a run of their own down bottom. This one's popped up top. This is really, really dangerous. That's a great job reading this one out. Eric had a huge shot, a huge opportunity right there. And speaking of, that was another one here for the University of Marriott, Washington.
I mean, looking down to the left side of the screen, I mean, TMU Blue have been pressing into the goal. I mean, Willie Mandem has really been setting the stage here for their team and almost had a beautiful redirect in to tie this game up. 1:48 left on the clock. TMU Blue sitting up on match point right now on the number 5 Michigan Esports Maze Rocket League team. And, I mean, they're looking down the barrel of a Game 5 of their own. Reminder here on the right-hand side, 2 minutes into overtime.
Wow.
We've got University Marywood facing match point themselves. Waynesburg up 2-1 in the series. And, well, they need to get a goal to keep this series a-going.
King Julian, again, kind of expressing his royalty over there. Some real physical play over in the corner. But, yeah, so... we had like 2.5 minutes of OT on our left side game between Michigan Esports and TMU Blue. Why not have 2.5 minutes of overtime in University of Mary Washington and Waynesburg? In Vochi right now, I'm just trying to get this one out and alleviate a little bit of pressure. Eric says they like pressure and sends this one back on over to the right corner. This is going to be a pickup of a lot of boost right now as TMU, there's a score.
TMU gets scored on. Timmy with a beautiful carry and rotates the chassis and just gets it into the back of the net. So 3-1 lead here, 58 seconds left for TMU Blue. Now, we saw this happen earlier. There was a 1-0 lead, and then it turned against Michigan Esports. So we'll see if the Mays are able to hold it together this time with 58 seconds to go. Otherwise, we're going to be heading to another overtime. Here, there's a goal! Only 13 seconds between them. Willie Mandem once again on the end of the score there. I mean, just carries the ball. Gets on top of the defender and just buries it. Upper 90 right-hand side.
Perfect.
And it's a 1-goal deficit once again.
Yeah, just like that. This was staring down the barrel of a 0-3 lead for Michigan Esports. There it is! Over on the left side, University of Marriott, Washington, Matutu has done it. What that means here, Billy, is both the Matutu over here from the University of Marriott, Washington, and Willie Mandem, both of these kind of support players, both of these players that we frequently see a whole lot of passes from, are actually going to get a very effective goal in both of these matchups. Take a look back.
We're going to focus over here on the Maize and Blue, and it's 15 seconds left here to go. Nice long clearance coming from Flamadiddle, and Flamadiddle has been kind of quiet here in game number 4. And, this is going to be Michigan. 7 seconds away now from taking us to the promised land once again. The shot goes up again. The ball touches down. It's still up. Fortnite Folly's going to get a touch on the ball. The ball is dangerously close to going in. The touch comes through. Fortnite Folly looking for the flip reset. Gets it. The ball is still alive. Jordan, this could be... Oh! Okay. Well, we are going to get that 2-2 equalization here from Michigan Esports. Both teams now looking to go in. This has been exciting from both sides of the match. And I tell you what, we'll give you a little bit of a score update as well. University of Whitewater, Wisconsin Whitewater, forfeit win over Valpo. And we'll see. That's the third score that was going to be on here. We were actually going to have 4 games here simultaneously. But you know what? We've got the kickoff here between Mary Washington and your Waynesburg squad. And, 15 seconds in. No scores yet. They've got to be a little bit fatigued after that last overtime.
That's a forfeit. 2 Valpo down there on the bottom, guys. Our little ticker is going. We're official as heck over here. I like it. Both series 2-2, guys. These we have the 10th game or 9th and 10th game going down right now. No real lead indeed for either of these squads. Both of them relatively even as far as time as well. Waynesburg core on a run. That's an open net, so it's going to be Waynesburg taking a lead over here on our right side game.
Yep, triple commit punished out there beautifully by Core. Just goes against the runs of play. And now Michigan looking for something in front. TMU Blue once again pushing the trouble away. Willie Madman getting the work done defensively. Trusty also having some good touches here as well. And Fortnite Folly has been, kind of a support player as well. These teams are really rotating beautifully right now, holding midfield nicely, both sides. We'll see. We'll see how this stalemate here on our left-hand side is going to be broken. But here between Waynesburg and University of Mary Washington, I mean, King Julian have got to really pull themselves together after losing that in such dramatic fashion. That save coming out from Destiny was absolutely chef's kiss.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's one person who knows the chef's kiss. 3:30 left in this. Waynesburg, UM Dubs here on the backside. Destiny going to find a demo right here. Matutu, the support player, mostly taken out for right now. You know how it goes in other games when supports get taken out, but this player will be respawned all the way back on in. And we got pie time, 3-1-4 here for Waynesburg. Pie time here soon for Michigan and TMU.
Yep, we're coming up on that pie time right now, and well, it's always a good time for pie in my world. But you know what, Uventix has had some good work there, but now we've got a 2-goal lead here from Core. That is 2 in this game, coming alive in game number 5. And this is turning out to be one of those barn burners that we just did not expect to happen. I mean, in this division here, we were looking a little bit more, towards an impressive match, and I mean, they are not denying us that. Reminder that we are in the Challengers Central Atlantic here. University of Mary Washington 3-0, and Waynesburg University 3-2. We're going to go down to the wire with both these goals, and well, TMU Blue goes ahead from a shot from Fortnite Folly. I guess that's going to be an old goal.
Wow. Crazy stuff right there. Is the side of TMU Blue going to be going ahead right there? Yeah, not 100% sure what's on board with that one, but regardless, kind of losing track of those balls. That's just what's going to happen. Now down bottom. That's a decent angle. I believe that was Invochi on the backside, kind of looking for this one. Both games second half right now of game 5. I don't know who's going to win here, Billy, but I can guarantee you there will be a winner and there will be a loser at the end of these games.
I mean, that is the way that it does happen to go down. But, I mean, we've been treated to some beautiful Rocket League from both of these series, these 4 teams putting it all out on the line here. TMU Blue, the underdog, coming in here with a 1-goal lead. 2 minutes left on the clock there, 1:48 left between Mary Washington and Waynesburg on the left. And we got a 2-goal lead there for Waynesburg, so they are pretty much laying on cruise control right now, keeping the offensive pressure up, not allowing any kind of possession coming out from Mary Washington. UMW right now have got to figure out how to change the rotations up and get themselves some possession.
I gotta say, I absolutely love this RuleZero stuff here presented by the NECC. It is so interesting how these 2 games have gone down and been so similar, right? Like we've done this before, and sometimes it's been like one's been a really close game, one's been not so close of a game. These 2 series are following almost the exact same script. My question to you is, at what point does TMU Blue go into a kind of keep away situation that we've seen Waynesburg pulling? Waynesburg starting theirs at about 90 seconds. I mean, and that is, of course, if TMU Blue scores again.
I mean, it happened in the first series, too. So, I mean, there will be the dagger in the heart there from Fortnite Folly. 1 minute exactly on the clock. 2 goals here in the game for Fortnite Folly. That's a 2-goal lead. 30 seconds per goal for Michigan to get themselves back in the series. And King Julian and company, they're facing some serious distress here on the other side. They have decided that the turtle shell and defensive play is not going to be the way that we're going to play the rest of this game out. Waynesburg keeping up the attack here, not letting their foot off the throats, and that is an empty net Good Lord, that
Wow.
should have been buried in the back. It's 15 seconds almost on the clock here. Looking for a goal coming out of them. Urk looking for the goal, does not find it. And, well, we'll just see if Matutu and company can get anything done here.
I'm going to say this Waynesburg matchup is over. If they get a score right now and then line back up in 1 second, then that's a different story. That's not going to happen, though. 2-1, 3-0, doesn't matter. Scoreline the same. Waynesburg has done it. Taking a look at our left side, that's Michigan Esports and TMU Blue. So Matutu gets one for the road, put in a doggy bag, eat it later. It's not going to matter, though, because unfortunately, series still won by the side of Waynesburg. Taking a look, Michigan Esports, TMU Blue, they took one, 56 seconds or so, so this is still a game.
Yeah, definitely game on here on the right-hand side. Less than 30 seconds to go here. Michigan looking for the equalizer. Time running out for the Maze. The Wolverines on the back foot right now. Beautiful touch from Fortnite Folly is going to force some resources out from Flamadiddle. There's the push going forward, though. Tibby looking for the back post. They had a shot. The save came through once again.
Yeah, looking for it, didn't quite get it. Michigan Esports, as long as they keep this alive, keep this keepsy upsy. What Loki described it as. I don't think I'm going to call it anything else. Nope! That's going to be TMU Blue taking this one and the series in a Game 5 fashion. We had not one but two barn burners out here. Call it a wildfire, Chef Billy, because this has been everything that we hoped and we dreamed this would be for the RuleZero. Again, what the where we attempt to show you every score from every match, if that, guys, gives you an idea of what it is they're kind of alluding to here. But it's just nonstop Rocket League action, and I think you saw it right here. Both matches going down to 3-2. Absolutely love to see it. TMU takes it.
I mean, we had 2 3-0 sweeps in our first set of games with Foof, and now we've got 2 3-2 games that both ended in 2-1. So, I mean, for you and Captain Ahsoka, who's coming in here next, you know what? I'm going to be watching in the background, seeing if it follows the same script, because I'm very interested to see if everybody's on the same brain cell right now. Like the hive mind is all going through here, and everybody's, kind of connected going through. So, Jordan, it's going to be it for me for the night. Have fun with Captain Ahsoka in your next set of games.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll try and use like the couple brain cells I have left to connect with his couple brain cells. We'll get some Rocket League casted for you guys here in just a little bit. We'll also get confirmed as exactly what teams we're going to see up here next. Stay tuned. Don't tune away. We'll get that information for you in just a second. Hello and welcome back. The NECC RuleZero, unfortunately, is going to have to continue another time. What we've been doing here, guys, is providing the broadcast for you, multiple games of Rocket League at the same time, every score from every match, if that gives you guys an idea of what we're alluding to here. Captain Ahsoka was going to come in here and melt a mic with me, and unfortunately, that's not going to happen on the day. The unfortunate fact of getting a lot of teams on broadcast means that we have a lot more coordination to do, and unfortunately, a lot of these other teams were like rescheduling with each other outside. It's a busy time of the collegiate season, and that's just what happens, Captain.
Yeah, it feels bad, just because I'm just now getting on here and I was actually excited to actually, kind of dive in into like having all these games go on at once and, really like go into some in-depth analysis while, processing it all. It was going to be a lot of intense action. I'm sure it was fun while it lasted, and if I'm lucky, maybe next time I can get in on the fun,
Absolutely. Hey, there'll be plenty more RuleZero in the future, guys. Don't you worry. Stay tuned to the NECC website, their Twitch page, obviously, and their Twitter to find out exactly who, what, when, why, and where. Well, the why is what we gave you. That is spicy, fast, high-powered, high-octane Rocket League action. I'm FBI Tugboat Captain. I want to give a shout-out to our production staff here on the day. That was McCoffee, that is Storm Warrior, that is, I had it just a second ago. And Polaroid, yes, Polaroid. Polaroid Studios out there producing away, making our jobs as casters just that much easier. But without further ado, Captain, I think that's about it right here. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll let you guys know, again, stay tuned to the socials and whatnot for when the next RuleZero is. Let's go.